Had a lot going on.
Today too. But I was like, no, we can't miss 2 days.
Yeah. Too bad we can't just take the filming on the road wherever
we can, actually, to be honest.
That's true.
Next time we can just film in the car or something. It don't have to be somewhere. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just to talk and keep y'all.
It don't have to be real.
Engage with you guys always.
It don't have to be real dramatic or nothing,
or as scripted or some agenda.
Yeah,
there's always something to talk about in this wonderful world we live in.
Right. I just have to say in the beginning, just for the record, she's driving because I don't want to get 100 emails.
You got to keep doing that display. In fact, you should have that. If we do the filming where you can, it'll go across. Just for the record, she's driving.
And people still asking,
hey, you're driving. You shouldn't be driving when you're telling jokes.
Even after I say it, people still say, who's driving?
Yeah, they must miss the comment.
Or where's your seatbelt or something?
I don't know. You would almost have to say it every 2 minutes, every minute, 2 minutes.
I think people just want to find something. That's all. So it's a couple of things in the news that's going on. We basically just kept what we was going to talk about yesterday. That was it.
It's still going on.
It's still going on. The Megan trial still going on. Megan and Little Man.
Are you calling Little Man?
Little Man. Lovely size. T call him Tom Thumb.
Who's Tom Thumb?
You don't remember Tom Thumb, the little
tiny
cartoon
as big as a thumb?
Yeah, something. Tom
That's
Thumb.
Sad.
And the Gunna. I could have put on there Gunna. Gunna trial is still going on.
He's gonna tell.
Gonna tell.
Okay.
What else? It's a lot of trials going on. Sauce Walker, who you gonna write his name down in your little book of rappers?
I thought I had it.
No, I never talked about Sauce Walker.
Never talked about him?
No, Walker.
Why would you not?
Cause he ain't nothing to talk about.
Let's see.
But now he is. Cause his people didn't got indicted.
Oh wow!
And he was on there laughing about Gunna.
See,
you can't do that. You can't do that.
Leave it alone.
And
Salsa.
Yeah,
S-A-U, right?
Sauce Walker, not Salsa Santana. I mean Salsa. Is that Salsa? Yeah,
that's another. That's another.
That's the guy that with the beard. I said is ugly. That looks like he wears makeup.
Ooh.
And he was the one that was saying that women need gay men.
Oh, him.
Yeah, that's Saucy Santana.
I should have him on here too.
He's on there near Young Miami. If you got Young
Miami,
Saucy Santana should be
have Saucy.
Well, you can put him down.
I have Sauce Walker.
No, that's who we talking about now.
Yeah, so we talked about him before.
Okay. But you should have.
I did write him down, but the other one you said should be near Young Miami.
If not, he's written down. We've talked about him enough. We did a whole video on him. So I know we talked about Saucy Santana.
Wow,
you just don't, I don't know, whatever.
Okay,
you're in that stupid
salsa?
book. Saucy. Like saucy. I don't know, Lenora. You be asking me how to say these
what
people.
What is it, man?
Santana. I guess. I don't know.
I'll put it down. Just put a question.
All right, so this is who we talk. We're going to start off. Hey, y'all. Let's see. Who on here? Annie Mae. Hello. Hey. Cheryl Johnson said, "What's the report today?" Hey, Cheryl. Emerald. Emerald says, "Hi, ladies."
Hey, what's up?
Annie Mae says, "Little man." Oh wow, Tom Thumb.
Little man.
And
that's
Cheryl Johnson said, "Laugh out loud."
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's what Lovely T say.
Tom
Thumb. Oh, she called him little man. All of the above. All the above.
Anything that references.
Little man gonna get off though, y'all. Y'all been watching this trial.
Yeah. Okay.
True says, "Welcome back. Hey, what's up?
What's up?"
Okay, so yeah, we was off yesterday, y'all. So, but next time we could probably do it. Whatever, we could go live. We could do on
the road while we on the road, while we out there. Yeah, and living our life. You know.
All right, Elon Musk. Now you was asking about him the other day.
They talked about him briefly on the news.
You was like, he was saying he's gonna put a poll up about should he step down from Tesla.
Oh, is it Tesla?
No, you said that.
No, Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, they were saying Twitter because they saying, first of all, his numbers are he's losing his numbers with Tesla and all his other businesses.
Right.
Because he's been concentrating so much on Twitter.
Right.
And second, he's acting really crazy with Twitter. He's all over the place. He's not consistent.
He's making it his own thing.
Yeah, and he comes and goes how he feels. I feel today like banning every person that wears green.
Well, you know he's big on polls. on what the people say. Yeah. So he put a poll up that said, Elon Musk poll results are in. Mm-hmm. He should step down. Twitter voters say.
Thank you. They all voted the big number to say yeah.
And he normally goes with the polls. So.
Now, see, you guys, think about this. Think about the mindset of this man or any person that is just so famous or a lot of money or whatever power they have to run their life off a poll.
Yeah.
You know, because think about it, that can hurt you too.
Yeah. Eddie May says, hey, Cheryl says, so how about Duval whipped up on these Cowboys? Oh, we got to look that up. Something happened with the Dallas Cowboys. Well, and Cheryl said Elon does what he wants. Yes.
Yeah, he's a rich man with the
I'll look up the Cowboys. I don't know what's going on with them.
He's getting bored.
Yeah. A Twitter poll created by Elon Musk. He created the poll.
And the man said
asking whether he should step down as the head of Twitter ended early Monday morning with most respondents voting in the affirmative. Musk had said he would abide by the results of the unscientific poll, which began Sunday evening and concluded with 57.5% voting yes and 42% voting no.
That's closer than
More than 17 million votes were cast in the informal referendum on his chaotic leadership of Twitter, which has been marked by mass layoffs, the replatforming of suspended accounts that have violated Twitter's rules, and the suspension of journalists who cover him, and whiplash policy changes made and reversed in real time. Musk did not immediately react to the outcome of the vote.
I'm surprised the numbers were that close, though. For some reason, I would think
I'll tell you why.
People would say, sit your
Let me tell you why. On both sides. Remember I told you at first I was like, yes, get him out of here, whatever, this dumb idea, that little blue check mark and all of that.
Yeah.
And I went to post something on Twitter.
Okay.
I told you, because we post our joke on there. We post them on every platform. It's the same stale jokes on every platform.
It don't matter whatever platform people are tuning in.
But I try to put stuff on there so we get it going.
Okay.
So if we do start to, do something, we have something on these platforms. So on Twitter, I was posting a joke. And I spelled the word, you know how you do it on your phone.
Typo. You do a typo.
Well, the phone automatically.
Yeah, if you have those correction things.
And it puts T instead of THE for the. It puts like TGE or something, whatever.
Okay.
And then I had already posted it. And I said, oh,
dang, wanted to edit it.
I wish I could go back and edit. And you can't edit your tweets.
Okay.
Well, a little sign come up since Elon Musk is there. Coming. You will have the ability to edit your tweets if you have the blue check mark.
And that blue check mark
is what people will have to pay. It's almost like instead of it being a verified thing, it's more of a Twitter 2.0. Like you can do a couple of other things that other people that have regular Twitter can't do.
Well, aren't some people, aside from it being a business, because he makes money off of that, he's opening now, his floodgates are opening for everybody now to be at that prestigious level.
Right.
Some of the people who are at that prestigious level are jealous.
And then you have some journalists. What's the black lady? I can't remember her name. She's on MSNBC.
Okay.
She's the one that came and spoke out against them firing Tiffany.
Oh,
I forgot her name.
Short hair?
Yes, the short hair.
Okay.
She says she has millions of followers on Twitter, but she left Twitter. Because remember, he was kicking journalists out of it.
Right.
And so she said she's not coming back. And she said that she don't agree. She said when she posts something, all of the hate that she gets from when she posts is neo-Nazis, racist,
all kinds of stuff.
She didn't get all of that before because they had all that banned. He's opened up the floodgates so people can say whatever, do whatever.
Okay.
So she says it's all just negative, just hate. Right. And you can't even hardly see the real people.
The real posts that you want to see.
So she says she's
the meat of your comments.
But here's the catch, y'all. You leave Twitter, and then some of y'all, we're going to go to TikTok. TikTok is China. They're getting ready to get. Our country is getting ready to ban TikTok.
They really talking about that
because they're taking. Did y'all notice? Purposes. We have something on TikTok. We have a page on TikTok. Do y'all know that the Chinese people are taking our information? When you sign up, it actually says you can take your information from your phone. and from your computer.
Mm-hmm.
They can do that. Whether you give them permission with the thing that says allow,
right,
they still can do it.
They can still do it.
And it's a clause in there that we okaying it. So our country, our government is saying they're using that data
that's smart.
Against us.
That's smart. Think about it, you guys. We're in the end times. That's wise. That's smart. That's what the enemy will do. That's how they get in.
So you can't run the
social media. You say shut it down. People already screaming. No,
you can't run the TikTok.
No.
And then you try to run to Instagram, which is the same thing as Facebook. That's Mega.
Okay. Oh,
that's Mark Zuckerberg.
Yep. And
Mark Zuckerberg is strict. He's like, you're not just going to be writing everything and doing everything. Facebook is strict.
Okay.
They almost worse than YouTube. I thought YouTube was strict. Facebook is worse.
Okay.
So you can't run to Facebook because, and he also, I know this too. We have a Facebook and we post stuff on there. Mark doesn't like when you put other social medias on your Facebook. Follow me on TikTok.
Twitter.
No, follow me on Twitter. He don't like that. You can say Instagram. He don't care.
Okay.
Because that's theirs.
Yeah.
But when you put other stuff, your stuff get pushed down if you got if you trying to make monetized over there.
You guys, where's this coming to?
And then YouTube, we know here is very strict. They yellow mark every show we have. I don't know if y'all know this. They yellow mark every show we have.
Because of some of the words we use?
Because the words we use.
Yeah. Because like she was telling me, I can't say like kill.
You just did. So now we yellow marked again. You big dummy.
Hey, these are the words. People. These are the words that they said not to say. They said not to say this.
So you going to literally say the word they just said not to say.
I don't even know what I was thinking. You know how sometimes your mind just don't think it out? I could say there are words that we can't say and not say them because we're going to be yellow marked. Might as well just say them.
Well, I just swear I said that.
I mean, we're going to be yellow marked on the show.
So then some YouTubers have found, because it's a computer, the first 5 minutes or something, you don't say nothing. Because that computer's listening to the first 5 minutes. Then he goes out, and then he comes in toward the end.
She's safe right now.
Yeah. Then he comes in and in the middle and in the end or something.
So he goes in like this. Let's check.
Yeah.
Let's check again.
So people will find ways.
Social media platforms are going to mess. Look, you just gave, there's pros and cons with Elon though.
Yeah.
Because when you said, what's her name is getting off because of now.
But where's she going to go?
There's other platforms. Well, she's a news person.
That's growing.
Come on.
So let's see what y'all saying. Cheryl says Elon does what he wants. Annie Mae says, why do people with money do crazy things?
Yeah.
Cheryl says Elon crazy like a fox. Annie Mae says, as Cheryl Johnson, right. Emerald says, if I spent my own money to purchase a company, there's no way I would rely on a poll. See, $45 billion is nothing to him. People don't realize when you start getting to a certain amount of money, money doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't.
The amount of money. What's the difference between 45 billion and 3 billion?
He gets excited.
It's $1 billion.
He's so excited with what the world is thinking. Hey, I'm thinking about getting off. What y'all think?
Right.
That excites him. He has no other reason to,
Annie Mae says, I deactivated my Twitter account. A lot of people did.
Yeah.
When all that craziness started, that's evil. TikTok, that's China.
Yeah.
And they all evil. And then Wendy says, hello, stars. Hey, Wendy.
What did we do before social media?
You know what? Do y'all remember? Because we post a lot of stuff on our YouTube community tab, like old things. Like I'll post like an old telephone, rotary phone, or old
back
things
in the olden days.
Isn't it funny that we didn't have? Remember, you had a phone. We didn't have cell phones.
No.
And when you was out somewhere and you had to get it all clear before you left. Your mother say, okay, I'm gonna pick y'all up. Where y'all gonna be? Okay, we're gonna be on the corner of such whatever and whatever. Okay, 9:00. Y'all better be there. If y'all not there at 9,
And
I'll wait till like 9:05 and then I'm gone.
And believe you me, I had the cars where the gas tank wasn't working and we didn't know how much gas was in the car. We would go
we always run out on the road.
We would always run out of gas on the road. Sit there.
Or the car break down.
Chit chat, talking until a cop comes.
Did y'all notice it was more broken down cars?
Yes, it was.
So that means technology has gotten better.
Yeah.
Everybody's car was on the side of the road.
And we would have to wait until a cop comes.
And the police would come by or a tow truck who would just circle the highway.
Yep. See, back in the day. Yep.
So we had, Wendy says 3 channels and a phone booth. We have phone booths.
We would pull up to the phone booth. Hopefully it wasn't dirty and cruddy.
And you have a quarter or whatever, and then you say 60 seconds, and you be everybody. I need another quarter. Somebody give me a quarter.
Or call collect.
Or call collect. But then we learn when you call collect, don't say yet. Don't accept the charges.
Right.
If I call you, Ma, I'm gonna call collect.
That means she's trying to reach.
That means you can come pick us up now.
Right.
But don't accept the charges. Y'all remember that?
Those days.
And y'all remember when you would call the operator because somebody was on the phone.
Yes.
And you wanted to go listen, like you wanted to see who was on the phone at the other person's house. Like if you was dating a guy, you would call and say, "Oh, I'm trying to get a hold of such and such operator. Can you interrupt the call?" And the operator would come in, but right before they come in, you can hear who's talking, and you would be like, "Oh, so you tried that too. You was talking to such and such. I heard the conversation." And then remember when you would be on your phone, it was party lines.
Yes.
If your neighbor picked up or somebody down the street,
your other conversations.
you can hear. I sat as a kid sometimes and listened to other people's conversations.
Yep, I miss those days.
People don't remember none of that.
But how do we advertise
before internet?
What do we do to get our business out there?
Flyers.
Without internet, without the social media.
We did flyers and you put them on people's cars.
We may have to go back to those days because these platforms are acting crazy now.
You did. You had flyers and you put it on people's cars.
Right.
And people get mad because you put stuff on their car. Here's the other side
of that. I get what the news reporter lady is saying. We need to get her name.
Yeah.
I can see you're right. When there's the floodgates of meanness and evil and stuff,
what do?
It covers up your good messaging.
Right.
And you're like, I gotta find ways to get my good messaging out and just ignore the meany stuff.
Right.
But when it's over, saturating and no one sees your good words and who you are and your business, it's like it defeats. I'm fighting the mean comments.
But then you become too sterile, like YouTube and Facebook. If you put one word, I put
one word.
The joke we put up the other day.
Oh yeah.
About the man who walks in a bar and he sees a 12-inch pianist playing the piano. Pianist. Not Twitter. TikTok.
If I say that word
TikTok
fast,
blocked that joke and said it was a violation of their
pianist.
That it was a violation, a 12-inch pianist.
Where is that going, y'all?
It was a violation of their code.
Pianist.
So hold on. Quit saying pianist when we get blocked.
We'll get blocked again.
You said it 150 times.
It's what it is.
But don't keep saying it.
We already got the flag up from the word I said earlier.
Okay, so anyway, TikTok blocked it. So you can appeal. So I appealed, and a human listened to it and was like, "We're sorry."
So appealing is a human steps in.
YouTube gave us a strike on our other channel.
Yes.
Because the thing said fan blows or something. The word blows.
Oh.
Or something.
They took it as sensual. How do you get around that? You really got to change the way you talk.
No, we're not. That's what I'm saying.
There's words that you got to really put up there not to say.
Let's see. Wendy says 3 channels on the phone booth. Annie may say talked on the phone, write letters. Nobody writes anymore. Go visit or spend the night. Yeah, we were at people's houses a lot back then. A lot. Wendy said germs, disgusting. Those payphones were disgusting. People was using the washroom and everything in those things.
Yes.
And I just saw a TikTok video where this lady was, I don't know if y'all saw it. This lady was in a store and she asked them for their garbage. And she was getting ready to use the washroom in their garbage. She was pulling her pants down, getting ready to sit and use the wash. And that lady, it was a black lady. She said, "What you doing?" And that lady said, I gotta go. She said, get out of my store. She was yelling. She said, no, you're not, what?
You're not gonna do.
And there was another black. She said, I gotta go grab. She said, I'm gonna go all over in your store. She said, oh no, you not. And she came behind that counter and pushed that lady out the door.
Oh no. I probably would have done the same thing, don't you think?
Push the lady out the door.
I would have gotten her out of my store.
She put that.
Go poop in my.
She grabbed that lady by her arm and she pulled her out the store.
You do it outside. What's wrong with people?
And the lady was holding. She said, "I gotta go. She said, "I'm gonna go all over your store."
No, you won't.
That's that lady. She said, "No, you're not. No, you're not. No, we're gonna take care of that right here.
Let's go.
You gonna go right out there on that sidewalk."
What's wrong with people? Okay,
pooping
in my garbage
Emerald
can.
Said, and had the nerve to ask where the garbage can was. Emerald says, we would say a short message when it says you have a collect call from, and then hang up. Right. That's what I'm saying. Or your message was your name. You have a collect call from, Mama, can you come pick us up? We're on the corner of 15th Street. You have a collect call from Mama. Can you come pick us? Because it was a computer. Mom, you have a collect call from Mama. Can you come pick us up? We're on 15th Street.
You know what? No.
That was smart. That's smart. Okay, and then Annie Mae said phone booth was 10 cents, then went up to 25 cents.
Yes.
Remember when no one wanted to be bothered, we would take the phone off the hook. Yes.
Busy signal.
Your mama would say take the phone off the hook.
Yes.
And you get mad because somebody trying to call you. Somebody's like, I was trying to call you.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, my mama had the phone off the hook.
And what was the numbers when we dial them back?
Star 67 or 69 or something. Mm-hmm. Or block.
Yeah.
We was
happy to get that.
How many
find out who called
calls?
me? Who called me?
Yeah.
Hey, did you call me?
Hello, this is Mr. Brown. Is your refrigerator running? Yes, it is. Well, you better go catch it. And then we hang up and laugh.
And hang up.
We were so stupid.
We would look in the phone book and just pull any number.
Oh, the phone book.
I love it.
You go just call random people.
Random numbers.
Okay, you got to call just stupid.
Call these 10
and
people.
Fun.
Yes.
Okay. Annie Mae said use pig Latin. Oh,
it's hard to do that.
I never learned pig Latin. I
had problems with that one.
All right, so that's Elon Musk, y'all. Okay. He gonna step down. Like Emerald said, why would I spend $45 billion on something and take a poll?
It's a toy
and follow what
this
the poll
is a game to him.
But he does listen.
That's expensive games, isn't it, you guys?
He does follow the poll. So Wendy says you don't want to answer the phone, so you say if you call me, give me 2 rings and I'll call you back. Right. Oh,
my dad does that. My dad does that still.
You're right. You're right.
Let it ring 2 times,
and then hang up and call back. And then if you call back, I know it's you.
One of us. Yeah.
That's y'all. We remember all of that stuff.
He's still doing that. He old school.
We remember all of that. Okay. Or a call. Did you call me? No.
And you know what? I love
call somebody else. Hey, auntie, did you call me? No, baby, I didn't call you. Oh, okay.
And I miss my grandmother's old rotary phone.
Oh, yeah.
I used to love dialing that in a circle.
Yeah.
1.
I didn't like that. That
3.
took too long.
I love the little thing turn back around. I love that. Okay.
All right, y'all. We can reminisce forever.
Yeah.
But that's what we said.
With all that's going on with social media, you almost wish you find other ways to
the days before. But then there's positive stuff.
It's pros and cons.
You'd be suffering in your own little world back in the day. But now you can put something out and the whole world knows about it.
But
everybody knows.
I think,
you know what I'm saying?
I think Joy had mentioned it on The View. I think when they start catching people's IP addresses, when that becomes more clear.
They already got it on TikTok.
No, I'm saying be more so. More of that, where you can't hide behind that computer anymore and call me all kinds of names.
Oh, yeah.
I know who you are now.
Yeah.
And now you may get arrested.
Wendy says, what did you think about Miss Cleo documentary? Oh, we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that tomorrow.
I have to finish.
Yeah, we got to finish it.
Okay.
All right, so that's that. Megan Thee Stallion's former bodyguard allegedly disappears amid Tory Lanez trial. I know that I was watching it today,
so
right
it was
before
her
we
bodyguard.
They call it her bodyguard because he was the one that
saw everything.
What's her name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey texted and said Tory shot Megan. call 911.
Oh.
And then when Leslie got on the stand, she don't remember saying that, you know.
Yes,
But Megan's hairstylist was there. He gave his testimony, if y'all remember, Friday. And he said, first of all, they was drunk out of their minds.
How many people were there?
Every person that gets on the stand has a different story. Every single person
who did the shooting.
This is the worst case in the history of cases.
I don't even know.
Her hairdresser got on there, and who would think he would lie? What does he have to lie? They not friends anymore.
Is his story not near anybody's story?
His sound closer because he says they were all drunk out of their minds.
Okay, we guessed that.
Megan called Tory to come over. Tory came over, which is what we said, and was flirting with Kylie, which is what we said.
Okay.
And got Megan mad. Megan got mad.
Okay.
And so the hairdresser said the wig was falling off. Like Megan said, her wig.
He's a hairdresser.
He took her in the bathroom. Right? Yeah. He took her in the bathroom and tried to fix
her
it.
Her hair was falling off.
It didn't work. They had took Kelsey and went into a room and laid her down on the bed so she can get sober a little bit. And that gave Tory and all of them and Kylie a little time in the pool to play. And so Megan didn't like that, you know. And her hairdresser said, "We need to go. We need to go," you know. And so they was like, "Okay, well, let's go." He had the bag, the notorious bag that had a gun in it.
Oh.
So they said, "Did you see the gun?" And he said, "I don't look through people's bags. I put stuff in there." And he said, "I packed up Kelsey and Megan's clothes."
Okay.
He said, "Normally I wouldn't pack up Kelsey's clothes. She the assistant. She packed up her own clothes, but she was drunk. So I did all of them." He said, "I put the bags in the trunk of the car."
Okay.
How they got inside the car, nobody knows.
Okay.
He said, and they left, which is what everybody else, they all said that.
The house. Okay.
He was in another car following. And he said that they left with Tory's bodyguard, Megan and Kelsey. Okay. But then they came back because Megan didn't want to leave Tory at the house with Kylie.
Okay.
Come back, then they get in the car, whatever. He don't know after this point. But this goes back to the thing of them fighting in the car. Mm-hmm. So now they got a guy today testifying. And he said, if y'all watch this dude said they was all out fighting. He saw the whole thing. Annie Mae says, a lot of stars have unfollowed Megan Thee Stallion. I wonder why.
Really? Why?
Because she lied. No, in whatever way you want to slice this, Megan lied.
Yeah, but a lot of artists lie and act stupid.
They do, but you don't lie. You don't lie and put somebody in prison for 20-something years if he didn't do it. Mm. And so now it's looking like Tory did not do it. If y'all saw this, Megan, I don't know what career she gonna have after this. If people believe what this man is saying,
real high too.
He said they was all fighting, all of them. Mm-hmm. He said the girls was fighting first, and then Tory got out the car and he was jumping on Megan with Kelsey, and then the guy who saw it said, and the bodyguard got out and he was fighting. All three was fighting Megan Thee Stallion. He said she was crouched down, and they was like probably how they did
the bodyguard didn't come help,
like they did Shanquilla.
Oh yeah,
it was a jump.
Okay, they jumped her.
But
what would the bodyguard be doing that for?
I have no idea.
Isn't that his job? Is to
well, this
guard
why you
bodies?
believe is maybe he was splitting it up, and the guy thought that he was fighting.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Because it don't make sense for him to jump on.
We all know that the truth is somewhere in between some of these.
Yeah.
But Megan said they didn't fight. Kelsey said they didn't fight, which is a lie.
Okay.
And I told you they found fingernails and hair.
Yeah.
That means somebody was fighting.
Yeah.
So again, caught in a lie.
Okay.
So, and they can't do nothing to Kelsey because she got immunity. So then the man who saw it said he saw flashes going off like gun flashes near Kelsey. Tory, it didn't go off near Tory. It went off near Kelsey. Which means what Tory said could be true. He was trying to get the gun away from Kelsey.
From her. See how this is...
Which would make sense on why gun residue is on Tory and Kelsey.
Yes. So this is what? Who's paying for this court case?
And they can't even find Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard.
He didn't left town.
He ain't gonna be nowhere. Disappears amid Tory Lanez trial. Megan Thee Stallion's former bodyguard is missing after failing to appear in court to testify in rapper Tory Lanez trial. Megan's attorney told E! News in 2020, Tory, whose real name is Daysar Peterson, pleaded not guilty to assault and gun charges related to the shooting of the fellow rapper.
His name is Daystar?
Yeah. I can confirm that Justin Edison, Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard, was set to testify in court, did not appear, and is now missing. See, this is the thing people don't understand. It's a lot of money on Megan Thee Stallion. Rock Nation, a lot of money. That's Jay-Z in them. What you doing?
I'm sorry, light up.
Oh, so it's a lot of money. And then you got on Tory's side, it's a lot of money.
But we just need
because Tory knows some stuff about some people.
I don't know where they're going with this. They just they need to really get to and to finalize this. Because this is crazy. It's taking a lot of people.
Well, hopefully this week they say this is it.
Okay.
They said,
and they probably gonna, like you saying, conclude he do go on home.
The judge is done with them.
I'm tired. I don't even know who did the shooting.
They looking at the jury. They say this one jury guy always makes noises when
I wonder what kind of noise. Chirping or something?
Enough to where people are like,
will you stop it, sir?
He doing it on purpose.
Is he?
And he does it like when there's a break or a lull. He does it on purpose so everybody can look at him. So you got that juror.
Oh, no.
Then you got another juror. Some girl called or someone that said something about, y'all saw it, something about she got something going or she got to do something or whatever. So she got to be off on this day or Wednesday or this week and something.
This is for real, jurors.
This is real.
And
then the last one was one of the jurors was in the elevator with Tory after the trial during a break.
To be doing this
during the break. How would Tory get on the elevator the same time as a juror?
Okay, see, this is not good.
And they called that juror in and questioned them. Did y'all talk maybe or something? Even if they didn't talk. That's too close to the person that I gotta find this guy guilty
or innocent, yeah,
or innocent, and I'm literally standing next to him, riding up a couple.
That's what I'm saying. This is stupid. A joke to me.
Emerald says, "I told you she's sus." Emerald says she should have just let this situation go. Annie Mae said at Emerald Queen Malone, she should so she can continue her career. I told my sister that.
Let it go.
I said, but it's not her, y'all. The state.
Oh, they're doing it. They're filing
this isn't Megan's case.
She's not filing this case against him.
This is the state.
Oh, so if the state want to do this, may I ask, why is the state doing this?
Because Megan Thee Stallion is a superstar, and she said somebody shot her. She did get shot. So they want to figure out who did it. My thing is, she ain't dead.
If she says, I don't want to do it.
She didn't say she don't want to do it.
Oh.
She's cooperating.
I'm thinking, state is wasting money.
And Kelsey is married, I told y'all, Jay Prince, that whole group. His executive, which is the highest person on his in his organization, is Kelsey's husband.
Do you think,
and baby daddy.
Do you think there's other motives for this, for the state to be bringing these charges?
Because of that.
Because the only thing is, like, if it was just an average Joe living in the city, whatever, and the girlfriend or with a wife or whatever did all of this, do you think the state will be pushing for this?
No, it's because it's
courtroom.
It's two celebrities.
Thank you.
Emerald said plead the fifth, which is what Kelsey did.
Yeah.
And she says, I would refuse to testify. Well, you be in Jamaica like this dude.
Right, wherever you
Megan Thee Stallion.
In Mexico.
We don't know where he is.
Okay.
He probably in Mexico somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he gonna miraculously show up when the trial is over Monday or something. Be like, what's going? Y'all was looking for me? Yes.
That's
I didn't know y'all. I went to the Motos Islands. We don't have phones there. I was going for a vacation.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know you guys were looking for me.
You know what? He can't do that.
Yes, he can. He can say, I didn't know y'all was looking for me.
You, Negro, you know.
He could go to one of those places where you like hum and clear
like
your mind. And he could say, I went and cleared my mind. I was up in the such and such blank, and I'm sorry.
Like Martin did.
He came back with a half afro and half braids. Was it half braids and half afro?
Braids. Oh my God. Hum.
And they came looking for him. Martin, we was looking for you. Why did he leave?
He needed to find himself.
Because you know every Martin episode. Every Martin episode.
He got fired. He lost his job, and he just wasn't really the man he needed to be for Gina.
That's where Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard is. He's in that place, yes. And he got an afro on one side and braids on the other side. What did I excuse me,
Mama
sir.
say,
Mama saw, Mama kusa. Sir, did Kelsey text you that Tory shot Megan? It does not compute. Watch. He gonna come in there Friday. The day is over.
I thought that would be illegal. He has to appear in court. Can they subpoena him or something?
Well, they gotta get him.
All
True
right.
says the bodyguard posted pictures in Qatar for the World Cup. Oh, I probably said it wrong. So QATAR.
He was at the World Cup. Soccer, yeah.
There he is.
That's wrong.
He like, where's Waldo? They gotta find him.
Oh, okay, I bet you they will. They will.
Yeah, after the case is over.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
All right, so that's it. Speaking of cases,
what's going on with
Sauce Walker? Now you don't know him. He's a rapper.
Okay.
If y'all know Sauce Walker, he's like a cross between 50 Cent, a troller.
Okay. I was like, for his style of
T.I. No, ones that gotta say something about everything.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And then
commentate on everything.
Right, and then he's just straight ghetto.
Okay, where he from? Do you know?
Houston.
Oh, okay, because you was talking about some of the Houston people.
He's part of that whole thing.
Okay.
Now this dude got a whole allegedly crime lab going on, and he laughs at because he said his stuff is tight.
Okay.
His people is tight.
What do you mean by that?
If somebody picked them up, whatever, they don't know nothing. He said, I done been interrogated. He said, we don't know.
They don't.
He said, we don't turn
no snitching nowhere.
We don't turn on each other. We don't know nothing. Okay.
That's tight.
So when the day Gunna got out, I think either Sauce people got picked up or the next day, FBI, a Rico charge. When they come and swoop in and get like 20 people.
Right.
That's what happened to his crew. And he on the show. He on his YouTube laughing, Instagram laughing.
Why you laughing?
At Gunna and them folding. Talking about he a punk, he folded.
Oh, so Gunna is talking. You think?
Of course. Well, yeah. I remember at first I thought Gunna didn't. He did.
He claims he didn't.
Well, we saw him on TV on the actual court.
Right.
They asked him. They said, "Is it a gang?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Now we saw." I'm just paraphrasing. We saw a gun or whatever in the car or whatever, and it was only you and Young Thug. They saying their real names.
Right.
In the car. And you saying it's not yours, and he said it's not mine. So if it's not yours, that means it's Young Thug's. So he pretty much told, never been in trouble, so he didn't have to take any plea or deal or anything.
Okay,
he would have gotten like maybe 5 years anyway and gotten out. He wasn't gonna go away like Young Thug and them for 20-something years. And that's the same one that we talked about the other day. When I said, "Oh, we didn't talk about it on here."
No.
When I said, "Oh, we was talking," we have a Woods report even when we're not filming. Mm-hmm. The other one that's in their crew that was calling from jail, talking with his big dumb self, talking about they're gonna come get the money. They're gonna come get you know what you.
Not knowing that they recording your calls, right?
The prosecutor said, "You know what." He thinking he using words like, you know what, they gonna come get you know what. You gotta go put a you know where. And they can't get him for that. Oh no. What's you know what?
You know who.
And you know where. And they coming to get it. Come and get what?
You know what it is.
And then his stupid girlfriend on the other side. What you want me to do? You want me to have You're talking too much. Dude, why you calling her? Then he called from another phone.
Okay.
You don't think they wiretapping her, you big dummy? So then the prosecutor said he had a phone in jail. We all know they have own phones. But why do these guys not think you're not on the prison phone, you're on a regular phone? They're still tapping the people you're calling.
Thank you. That's true. You think they got a phone like yours too, huh? Your phone is no connection to nowhere.
And what makes them think that it has to be a phone? Because she'll get a burner phone and they can't tap her. They have it in her house.
Oh.
I don't have to have a phone.
They tap the house.
I don't even need to come in your house. These guys think this is back a few years ago where the guy wait for you to leave and then he slide in the house and put a thing in a wiretap up in the lights and behind the television.
We're past that now. Technology.
It don't even have to come in your house. A satellite can listen through your windows.
Wow, that's scary. Big brother watching.
They don't need to come in your house and put it inside your mouse of your computer and all this other stuff.
Okay. Well, so you saying this.
So he was laughing at Gunna taking the plea deal.
Oh.
Calling him weak because he folded.
Okay.
Well, now you got a Rico, not a state Rico, which is what's up against Gunna. This is FBI.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is the worst Rico charges you can get. The FBI?
What is going on? Is it drugs?
They do all kind of stuff. Killing people, drugs.
So they've been on them.
They're game.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay.
So now everybody's waiting to hear what's going to happen with Sauce. Is he going to fold like Gunna? Because they didn't get him. I think they got his people around him.
Let's see.
Now, that should let him know you're the target, you big dummy.
Yeah.
If I pick up, you're the leader, and I pick up everyone else, you're it. That means one guy is going to talk. Oh, yeah, they just need one.
Right. One to talk.
I'm watching the Gunna case, and one of the guy's attorneys is like, well, he didn't do 1 through 7 or 8. And the prosecutor was like, he don't have to. This is a RICO charge.
Okay. So
that means one is all. If one of them did it, all of them did it.
So has RICO charges always been?
No, remember I told you, I think that started with Robert Kennedy. Y'all look that up.
RICO charges.
I think that started with Robert Kennedy. He was trying to get the mob.
And he couldn't
get the boss because
it was hard to get to him.
The main mobster boss, he would never be connected directly to these murders and stuff.
One at a time that's connected.
So he figured out a way, the FBI, to where they can do RICO charges, which is we bring everybody in and y'all try it as a group. And all I got to do is prove you the leader of the group. If you're the leader of this group,
how long have they been doing
then
this?
You're going down.
I guess it is, if you really think about it, it is a good way to get a whole group of people. That's why you have to be
but
so
you don't
careful.
Want to get caught up in a RICO charge.
That's why I was saying it's hard to, the sad thing about it is that you can be connected with them, not really knowing that you may be connected.
Right. You could get
and
caught
now
up.
you're a part of it.
You'll get caught up. So. Or they know you're nobody. They know Gunna's not doing nothing, but they didn't need that. They needed him to say that he knows they're doing something.
Okay.
And that's what he did.
Wow.
So let's see if all this laughing, they was all laughing and getting high and laughing, all his friends and guys. Let's see if one of them talks. So, now, if none of them talk, he's right. That means that's a crew right there.
They're tight. So with RICO charges, it seems like whoever they do get to give them some information, they probably don't live long either.
No, I wouldn't. But here's the thing. He don't understand this. He's supposed to be so smart. Let's say his guys don't take no deal or whatever. The FBI will mess with your family. They'll mess with everybody. They won't just mess with you. See, that's what I'm saying. So it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Annie Mae says, just like they can sit outside your house, you turn on your alarm, wait for you to leave, and then turn your alarm off and access your house, all through the app. True. Okay. All of that. But they don't even need to come in your house anymore, anyway. You can listen through devices, through walls,
they
and through
drones too.
And drones. They can listen through your window, all of that. They get all of that. So we'll see what happens there. Master P and Romeo.
What happened?
They beefing. just to sum it up, because I don't want to read the whole thing with them.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, you know, Master P's daughter had a drug problem, and so she OD'd.
Yeah.
Or did she commit suicide? What was it, y'all? Whatever it was, she had some mental health issues.
Okay.
I think she OD'd.
That's sad.
And so when Twitch passed away, when he, you know, he was supposed to do MC or something or be at some event that Master P was hosting or over. Oh. So Master P went online and just gave his condolences, you know, whatever. Yeah. And y'all know Master P always got to have something he's selling. He had his cereal. He had his cereal box next to him. Oh my gosh,
he got cereal now.
He has cereal.
I know he has the chips and stuff.
Him and Snoop got a cereal. Remember I told you, Snoop Loops.
Like Snoop Loops.
And I believe they won the case where they can put their Snoop Loops out or whatever. Okay. And so he was saying how nobody talks about positive. All they talk about is negative.
Right.
Well, he actually won something against a powerful cereal brand and nobody's reporting it. They only want to report the negative.
Right.
So he threw that in after talking about Twitch and saying condolences and mental health and get help or whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, Romeo didn't like that. And Romeo said, because his sister, that's his sister.
Yeah.
And he said, basically, you are a parent who ignored your child.
Wow.
You wasn't there for her.
Ooh.
Pretty much what he's saying.
That's a slap in the face.
You pretty much are pretty much the cause of her. Going on a spiral downward road and not being there for her because you so pushing products so much that you don't care about nothing else.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Romeo came out and said this.
So he came out and said that. Mm-hmm. So then now he talks to his mom. He wasn't talking to his mom for years because his mom and his dad had a hard, they had a really rough divorce.
Okay.
And he took the side of his dad. Over his mom. He kept saying, Master P kept saying, your mom is crazy. She wanted attention, all this. So Romeo saying, now I understand how she feels.
Oh, wow.
And now he talks to his mom. He's married now with a kid.
Okay.
Romeo.
So he's now starting to experience.
He said, now that I'm a father, I understand all the things you pretty much didn't do for me.
How you imparting your child, how you should be there.
So then Master P, of course, came back and said, this generation, you wouldn't even be Romeo if it wasn't for me. I put everything into you, which he's right. Mm-hmm. I sacrificed for you. He said, I'm from the streets. Mm-hmm. So if I did something wrong or I didn't know what I was doing, he said, I apologize. Mm-hmm. But I was the best father that I could be.
That's all he knew to be.
I didn't have no father and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, what is supposed to be.
Exactly.
So I did what I thought was right.
Okay.
Raising you. Right. You turned out good, didn't you?
Yes, he did.
So obviously I'm not.
Jail.
Yeah.
6 feet under.
And you made a lot of money.
Yes, he did.
So then Romeo comes. First of all, why is this all on social media?
Thank you. That's what I was getting ready to say.
Romeo comes back.
Out their dirty laundry.
Romeo comes back and says, you made me a lot of money, but you also took that money.
Oh, so he stole money from him?
He said, no, all the money that I made paid for you because you was losing money. Ooh. So if it wasn't for me making money as little Romeo, you wouldn't have no money. That's pretty much what he said.
Okay.
I'm looking at this. It'd be people putting up spam. Hold on. Okay. So that's why don't talk about how much money you made. So then Master P comes back and says,
back and forth with each other.
Everybody asking me, why am I doing this on social media? He said, I'm calling. He don't answer my phone calls. I'm blocked, whatever. He said, I'm going to leave this right here. I'm not going to go back and forth. And that's why he left him out. You know, I love you. You my son. He said, y'all pray for my family. He said, families go through stuff. He said, I hate that it's public. It's on them, so on media. Yeah. He said, but y'all got to understand. He said, I lost a daughter. He said, Romeo lost a sister.
Yeah.
So he's going through something right now. So he said, I'm not going to talk about this no more. I'm going to leave it right here. But if you want to talk to me, son, you could call me or whatever.
Okay.
He said, but instead of y'all gossiping, he said, I want y'all to pray for my family.
Thank you. Okay. Good reply. Good comeback. I'm glad he kept it. He finished it. He done.
Yes.
Whatever.
Annie Mae says Romeo put their business on the internet. Romeo won't talk to his dad. See, Emerald says, this is a family situation that should not be played out on social media.
Thank you.
And Emerald says, show up to his house. That's true.
Show up to his house.
He won't answer the phone call. Why can't Master P go over there?
That's true. Now, if you don't let him in, there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do there.
But I understand the airing the dirty laundry. That's, you're hurting. And here's the thing, too. You got to look at the good and the bad, because like Master P is saying, I only knew, this is all I knew.
Right.
As a man, a father, and not seeing
he said I'm from the
before
street.
me. But to me, your older kids, they have to be careful not to do the blame game. Because you're older now. You
always blame your parents for
You
something.
are older now. You know where to get help.
Yeah.
You are longing for maybe that relationship that could have been, should have been, would have been. But Romeo is a grown man now.
With a kid.
With a child. You can go get help. You can go to the altar and pray. You can go seek some mentoring. You can't do the blame game. Because now you're old enough to make decisions for you and your family. Yeah. How you want to better your mom's situation. How you want to hopefully keep the dad situation, but don't do the blame thing.
So we'll see how this pans out.
Yeah, okay.
I do like the fact that Master P said, pray for my family.
Thank you.
And then you know what?
Let's keep it moving.
Romeo is saying what he's saying. And some of the stuff Romeo was saying, in my opinion, I don't think he was wrong. Mm-hmm. I just think it shouldn't be on social media.
Exactly. That should be something you and your dad should be sitting and talking.
Exactly.
And maybe with a mediator.
Yes.
Somebody to help you both release that.
Yes.
So we'll see.
So that's with that one. We didn't talk about, I didn't put on here, the same thing with Jermaine Dupri and Bow Wow.
What's going on?
Okay. Bow Wow attacking Jermaine Dupri.
Why?
On social media. Jermaine Dupri was like, TRL, which was on MTV, which was a young show for young kids back in that days. Y'all remember TRL on MTV, white artists and stuff. A few black artists were sprinkled in there. But it'd be like American Bandstand, where the kids stand around and yell and stuff when the artists come out. Yeah. And Jermaine Dupri said he wanted something like that for black people. So he said he approached the BET people, and he said he created TRL. He told them, this is what y'all should do, something like, not TRL, 106 and Park, similar to TRL, but with hip-hop artists and black artists. He said, I have my artist who I want to host it, and that's Bow Wow. And so that's when Bow Wow was little. He was like 12, and he started 106 in Park. Okay. So Bow Wow comes on and says, you did not start 106 in Park. That was started by such and such. Jermaine, you always trying to take credit, going after Jermaine Dupri. Was that necessary? So, well, that's what you're saying. So then you know who's gonna jump in. Who's Jermaine Dupri's love of his life, who loves Jermaine Dupri? If you come after Jermaine Dupri, she gonna tear you down in 20 million pieces. The Brat. Oh, yeah. So you know the Brat came and said, leave this off of social media. I'm sick of you. And Bow Wow, don't be going after.
And she's on a platform that she can speak this.
So she went off on Bow Wow and said, don't be doing that. And that's your dad. You called him your father figure. Like a mentor. And you attack him because you mad at him. And same thing with Romeo. She said, leave that off of social media. I'm tired of it. You want me to come see you face to face? We'll talk face to face, whatever. So then under that post, people start going after Brat, Bow Wow's fans. Yeah. And Bow Wow said, leave Brat alone. That's my sister. Okay. And she leave my sister alone. And she want to come at me and she can't. So that was it. We ain't heard nothing else.
What is wrong with it?
Since the Brat shut that down, we ain't heard nothing else.
Thank you. She's right, though. Don't put it on social media.
And she say, Jermaine don't say nothing to you. Jermaine never comes back. Right. Which is what Master P should have did. Yeah. Jermaine never comes back and talk and says anything back to Bow Wow. Okay. All right, so that was it. I threw that story in.
That's funny.
This you.
Yeah, didn't y'all? Okay, everybody. I know y'all been listening to this.
Oh, wait a minute. Every parent, Anne-Marie says, every parent do the best they can, and there is no manual book to parenting or life.
It isn't.
Speaking of parenting, this your story.
This is an after school program, y'all.
Satan's Club.
After school Satan Club. It's the Satanic Temple. After school Satan Club. And I told my sister when they started talking about this a day or two ago, I said, I gotta chime in and I gotta hear the dude that's over it, which is this weird eye. Don't he got a weird eye?
Well, he's Satan's club.
But is that natural or did he do that himself? No, you didn't.
If you in Satan's club,
you may have a weird eye.
You gonna have to have a weird eye.
But some of the people that are over,
and they always dress gothic. And
I know, and tattoos on their face,
green
down the
hair,
middle
which it don't mean you are, but why they always got to be like that?
Exactly.
Why can't you be
extreme,
a clean cut guy in the Satan
with
group?
a nice little crew cut and your little suit and tie, like you on Wall Street?
Go ahead.
Because some of them could be part of the Satan Club too. But the one lady that was over, she was saying that your kids don't have to go. It's voluntary. But I think you guys, they're on that thing about freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of your faith. We believe in this, and I believe using the school property as well to show this program. But the program, read about it. It's not what we think it was actually about.
Annie Mae said, "What in the double hockey sticks is that?"
Thank you. The Satanic Temple.
Annie Mae says Satan Club.
Yes, it is.
The spokesperson and co-founder behind the Satanic Temple responded to outraged parents and critics opposing his proposed after-school Satan Club, insisting no one is trying to convert children to Satanism, which has rolled a Virginia town. Was that rolled? No, I can't see.
Yeah. Okay.
The city of Chicopee, Virginia has become the focus of national attention after the Satanic Temple, described as a non-theistic religious group, attempted to establish an after-school Satan Club, the ASSC,
for kids
at the local B.M. Williams Primary School.
And these are young kids.
It ain't even high school.
5, 6, 7, 8. What? Go ahead.
Lucian. Greaves.
Like Lucifer?
Lucian. You know he wasn't born with no name Lucian.
Who co-founded
the group in 2012, told Fox News Thursday that the club is being proposed as an alternative to other religious after-school groups, adding that his intention is to promote free speech and religious liberties among children.
Yes.
Obviously, we don't view Satan as evil. And it really doesn't matter to us what your mythology is surrounding Satan. Now, I know a lot of people don't understand this. I actually looked at this one guy on Facebook who came across my timeline. Because I have a lot of people that are friends that I don't really know as friends, but they friends.
Okay.
And I don't know how I became friends. I'm just friends, whatever. I think he's in one of these.
Oh.
They believe that Satan and Jesus are the same.
Yeah.
You heard of that?
I think you told me that.
I
thought they thought they were brothers.
No, I think they believe
think they are.
They think it's the same, or it's the other part of him, or something like that.
Okay.
So they don't think Satan is evil.
No, they don't.
They just think that's the real the humanistic whatever side of him.
They think that's the human side of Jesus.
Maybe the side that went over, knocked the tables over in the temple, and that Jesus.
Okay.
That part of him. Okay. Your other side of yourself.
Okay.
Not necessarily evil, but the other side of yourself.
But you know what? It's so funny because when I was at my old job, one of our computer guys, and now those of you who from my old company, you know who I'm talking about. He was a warlock. He was a male witch. And he was seriously involved. But he said he wasn't a bad one. He wasn't a bad witch. He was a good one. So I just kind of sit and listen to him.
So then
like you're thinking, they think that maybe they're part of Jesus.
You need to ask yourself if you distaste over us identified as Satanists is strong enough that you would abandon the principles of free speech and religious liberty. Now, I told my sister this. If your kid goes to a public school and they allow them to have Bible study after their school, then they're going to allow them to have Satanist club.
Yeah. It's freedom of speech. It's freedom of religion.
If
and faith
you don't want your children
to
be going to schools that have Satanist groups and all kind of other things, then you need to take your children out of public school. And you need to have them go to either a private school. And if you don't have money for a private school, then you need to have them go to maybe some other, a church school or something. Don't know if church got a school or something.
It still costs money.
Right. But you have, or if you don't have a choice, if you just don't have any money, you poor, whatever, and your child has to go to public school, they should not be going to anybody's after school program.
But they said that this is a voluntary after school program. The kids don't have to go. It's there for those who are interested and want their kids to go.
So what's going to happen?
So having it there is scaring people because it's not mandatory and it's not part of the curriculum. But parents are still saying, because they even challenged him and said, "Why you gotta call it Satan Temple?
That's the name of it.
Why you gotta call it that?"
But here's the thing: if you want your child to go to public school, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be more of all kind of clubs after school. The thing is, why are you doing primary school?
I know, why so young?
Why can't they be high schoolers
or junior high?
And here's the other thing.
I guess they want to impart into them at a young age.
The more that you say no, the more people going to want to go to this stupid club.
They want to check it out and see what it's about.
If you said, go ahead and have your Satan club, it'd be one kid sitting there with his dad.
Well, still, that's more than what they have. But I think with that freedom of that religion, because remember we had a falling out in our government taking prayers out of school.
Yes,
that was a big thing. And you guys, I
actually agree with that. Lenora, I think you disagree with that.
Well, I'm torn between it because I
don't want everybody praying over my child.
I've gone to places where my sorority, we would go and do a holiday. And a lot of people don't believe in holidays. We say holiday is generic. Christmas, Merry Christmas, if they're not a Christian, whatever. But we were with this group of girls. We were young, they were underage. And we were getting ready to pray with them. Mm-hmm. Now, I pray in the name of Jesus. I pray in the name of Yeshua. That's his Hebrew name. And God, the Father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Well, some of the kids raised their hand. We can't pray with you. We don't want to. They felt uncomfortable. And these were young girls. And we couldn't force them to stay in the group to pray. So the teachers came and said, they have the option to be removed from their circle because one girl was an Islamic Muslim and another girl was something else. So we had to give them that freedom to do that.
But think about that. Why are they singled out? See, that's why they say just don't do it.
She felt bad. She did feel bad saying, I can't pray with you. I don't feel comfortable.
And some kids won't do that.
And I didn't want her to feel that way.
Right. Some kids won't do that. Just like back in the day. Remember the Jehovah's Witnesses kids that was in our class?
Yes.
When we all did the flag, they sit down.
They couldn't be a part of nothing.
We have bobbing for apples on Halloween. They sitting on the side.
They couldn't celebrate nothing.
And y'all had to buy. Remember, you had to buy Valentine's cards. Don't get one for Johnny. Johnny, a Jehovah's Witness. Don't give him no card. His dad ain't gonna let him bring that home.
Yeah. So kids feel bad,
Those kids still ate cupcakes and stuff. Their parents didn't know that. Give Johnny a cupcake. His parents don't. His mom don't know nothing about that.
He's not celebrating. He's just eating.
He's just eating a cupcake like everybody. Okay. But yeah, so
the prayer in the school thing.
Let's see. Emerald says, I remember when old dirty bastard lost his tooth at TRL. He stopped the interview to retrieve it. That's funny.
Oh, stop.
Anne Marie said, what the H? Anne Marie said, misleading people. Satan and Jesus is the same. Thank you.
Isn't that
crazy?
And
then she said homeschool.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
But again, there's nothing y'all gonna be able to do. Pray. I know we bring stories to y'all just to tell y'all what's going to happen.
Those of us who believe.
And this isn't the only city or only state. There will be Satan clubs at after the thing. And look at the picture they got of Satan.
What is little?
Like he a cartoon character.
I know.
But you know what? To be honest with you, we do make him bigger than what he is.
Yeah, he's just a serpent.
The Bible says he's not as big as
a roaring lion.
Right, and he's not that right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
All right. Who he's scared of is who we should be trembling. And that's God. Even he knows the power of. That's the funny thing. Man, what is man that thou art mindful of him?
Man be like, poof, I don't want to hear it. And Satan be like, ooh, you better. Because I've been there.
Sometimes I know who he is. Sometimes if I'm in my prayer or whatever, and I just cry out to God and go, what is man? That y'all are mindful. Even angels and the demons tremble at his name.
Thank you.
They know what his power is. Yes. But we said,
bump it.
Whatever. I do whatever I want to do.
I don't care.
And I'm sitting here going, why do you put up with us?
He loves us. That's hard to even explain, that love.
Even this cartoon character knows the power of God.
I know. The Satanic Temple.
Even he trembles. That's why we say the blood of Jesus. He knows. He coming at you. We're going to plead the blood of Jesus over you.
And we need to know
the devil is alive. And he go, oh, shoot, she know about the power of God. Yes.
Is he that's in me
than he that is in the world.
Oh, thank you, Lord. Okay.
So go ahead and have your little funky Satan club.
It'd be the mothers coming in at the evening with their little oil, praying over the little seats and stuff. And shut it down, Lord. Shut it down.
Instead of meeting them with anger, exactly. They need to meet them with prayer.
Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
What's wrong with people? Put some anointing oil over that door.
Who the fuck? Lay it. Lay hands on the chairs. And then they'll come and go, you know what? They shut down our program. I don't understand.
No, I can't hear nothing when I'm in there.
Oh, yeah. The sound is like not clear.
They don't even want to go through the door.
Oh, the power of prayer, you guys.
What is wrong with you? Instead of you having parent conferences and yelling at the microphone, where's the people that know God?
Yeah, that's true.
Where's the people that's going to go put some anointing oil over the door and, like you said, in the seats, and when they come in, they can't even sit down. Lord, I ask that you burn the seat. When they sit in the seat, they can't even sit for more than 5 seconds.
Holy Spirit, convict them.
Lord, I ask that you show up.
Yes.
While they're in there, while them little kids sitting there eating their little cookies, ready to learn. Lord, I ask that your spirit come in that room and convict everyone.
Yes.
Lucian, get him first.
Lucian, whatever that name come from.
Knock him out under the power of God and tremble him in the front of the class. Yes. And all the kids will be like, what's going on with him? The power of God is at the same club, y'all.
Thank you.
What happened to that?
Oh, Jesus is real.
And they at the microphone yelling and screaming. Come on, y'all.
Okay.
All right. Angela Sales Home said God loves all. Yes.
He does. He does.
All right, y'all. So let's move on to Survivor.
Move on.
Survivor season 43 winner will donate his money, the $1 million prize, to veterans.
That's really nice when I saw this header there about this story.
After winning season 43 of Survivor, Mike Gabler announced he would donate his $1 million prize to veterans in need. Mm-hmm. Gabler, a heart valve specialist from Houston, Texas, revealed to host Jeff Probst in the after show that he would be putting his prize money toward a cause dear to him. Isn't that nice?
That is really nice.
And nobody really looks out for veterans.
No.
A lot of them come back with a lot of these psychological disorders and also physical. And our government spends millions and millions of dollars on everything else, but we don't really support our veterans.
And we don't. All the help that it's needed and what they've done for the country.
Yes.
We should give more. We should do more.
Exactly.
You're right.
So I thought that was interesting.
I like that he's doing that.
Annie Mae says, just like liquor gives you courage, so does Satan. And even if it's false. Exactly. People don't realize it's false courage. It's fake courage.
Well.
Okay, Wells Fargo, real quick. Mm-hmm. Wells Fargo to pay $3.7 billion over consumer law violations. Didn't you say something about Wells Fargo a long time ago?
Doing what?
Consumer banking giant Wells Fargo agreed to pay $3.7 billion to settle charges that it harmed customers by charging illegal fees and interest on auto loans and mortgages, as well as incorrectly applying overdraft fees against savings and checking accounts.
Wells Fargo.
Wells was ordered to pay $2 billion to consumers by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which also enacted a $1.7 billion penalty against the San Francisco bank Tuesday. Mm-hmm. It's the largest fine ever leveled against a bank by CFPB, and the largest yet against Wells, which has spent years trying to rehabilitate its image after a series of scandals tied to its sales practices. Yeah. That's why I said you don't remember that they had issues with their sales practices.
Yeah. You know what? One thing we can honestly say about our government, when they monitor things like this is protecting the people.
Yes.
It protects the public. When you have the government being big brother to this, because I know that one of the companies that I work for, a lot of the credit card companies were doing fees that were not right. They had third party people signing people up for these auto theft things, protection things, and the person never said yes. They would see a charge. So when you got to sit before the Senate and answer questions as a organization, as a company, that's not good.
Yep.
That is not good. That means they're watching you doing some unethical moves and stuff. So Wells Fargo.
So put simply, Wells Fargo is a corporate recidivist that puts 1 out of 3 Americans at risk for potential harm. Wow. The bank's pattern of behavior has made it necessary for the regulators to take an additional action. The violations impacted more than 16 million customers, the Bureau said.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I think Mom and them used to have Wells Fargo.
So Wells Fargo got to pay.
Years ago was their account.
Let's see. Where y'all at? Angela Sales Home says they're all crooks. Wendy says, my friend said, oh my God. I said, relax. God's got us. We're good. I didn't break a sweat. I was calm. You probably talking about the Satanist Club. Yes.
After school program.
Don't even break a sweat.
Let's clear that up.
After
this is not just
program.
Satan's Club. It's an after school program.
All right. So that's Wells Fargo.
Okay. Which is still in the news and still need to be cleaned up. So.
And then last but not least, I have Larry Reid on here.
Yeah.
Larry Reid posted, this was back in 2019, and I only bring this up because he made a comment about Jamal Bryant doing the weed at the church.
Wanting to do it to bring people back to church.
Jamal Bryant is against Christians burning sage. So we'll talk about this another day, y'all, but we're going to ask y'all what y'all think about that.
So he's against people burning sage.
Christians burning sage.
He's against Christians burning sage.
He said it's demonic.
But he wants to
do weed.
To raise weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Larry Reid posted this. He was saying, you against sage, but you're not against weed. Larry didn't went off on if y'all watch Larry Reid.
Is natural too, right?
Well, it says the Native Americans, an African ritual of smudging or burning sage to clear the air of bad energy.
Clear the air.
Turns out to ward away more than just negative vibes. A recent study showed that burning the herb in a room for an hour reduced the number of airborne bacteria by a whopping 94% for 30 days. So I'll continue to use my holy water and oil and the name of Jesus for spirits and sage
medically
for my environment.
Medicinally for my environment.
And I told my sister, we were talking about this in the car.
Uh-huh.
And Lenora was saying about the sage, because I think you're not clear about what it is. And I said, how is that different than oil?
Be it using a substance.
Anointed oil.
Using anything that's natural from the earth or anything that we can
so if y'all can
bless
find that
and use it to be a blessing or to do a prayer or with all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wendy says, how did Wells Fargo take over Wendy's money and she still doesn't have it? How does that happen? Oh, you a victim of Wells Fargo? Wendy says, how did Wendy Williams. I'm thinking you saying you, Wendy.
I was like, Wendy, we thought you.
Oh, you're right. Wendy Williams. How did Wendy Williams' money get taken by Wells Fargo? Please explain that to me. She still can't touch her money.
Wow.
And Annie Mae said the hypocrisy, probably for the sage.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
It makes you think.
Let's talk about that one day, guys. Burning of sage, because you see a lot of people doing that. And a lot of people is Christian. And some people say, you don't do that, that's satanic. And some people say, that's not satanic.
Right.
I'm blessed in the room
there's
or
like,
whatever.
There's good. Remember back in one of our old churches that we were a member of, and there was this gentleman from
burning
Africa.
Candles.
He was talking about burning incense.
He said candles, and he said if you burn candles, that's satanic.
Be careful with that because it may conjure up some.
Wendy says there's no power.
Demonic forces.
Wendy says there's no power in the oil. It's an act of faith.
There you go. It's the faith behind it. I can bless this little mouse and say use it when I touch people's head. What is the... Okay.
Annie Mae said yes to sage and weed. So what do y'all think about that? Because Larry Reid is saying that Jamal Bryant is being hypocritical. If he's calling sage satanic,
not right,
but yet he want to grow weed at church.
Right. It's the same. It's the substance that he's thinking is okay.
If anything, weed is worse.
Some people using it for medicine,
right?
So,
and what do you think about Christians taking those gummy? What is it?
Those gummy bears.
The stuff that has the go to those places and get the gummies
because
and
you
all
were saying
that.
Kardashian, the mother.
So let's talk about that one day, y'all.
But what are we gonna talk about? It's not even about. So what? If people come in and say it's not right, some people say it's right. Well, it's okay.
It's the same thing.
Are we just talking about hypocrisy in general?
Well, we're saying the same thing. I think it's more of along the lines of don't let your good be evil spoken of. Like, there's some things that I feel like it's not necessarily bad, but you don't want to do it publicly because it's like, why are you adding on that extra pressure? Right. A perfect example.
I think it's Paul talks about
perfect example. There's this rapper, and he kisses his son in the mouth.
Oh, okay.
See, my mom just said, ooh. See? She just said, ooh, I don't like that. See?
The Wayans does
the
that.
Wayans brothers do that.
They do that.
And so does Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So he kisses his son. And so he was on Instagram or something. And people's like, oh, no. Not only he kisses his son in the mouth, but he kisses him all on the neck and all of that. Little boy.
He's a little one, though.
Right.
Okay.
And so he put it on Instagram. And that's all people were saying, how disgusting that is, and how he's, you molesting your child.
Had a comment about Smokey Norval.
Smokey Norval.
His teenage son was laying on his chest.
Smokey Norval. His son, he was laying on Instagram, taking a shot. Why you putting it on Instagram? Your son, your grown son, or 16, I think he's 16 or 17. Yeah, if some of y'all remember that, was laying on Smokey Norval's chest. Hugged up with his dad. And people was like, that's disgusting. That boy is too old to be laying on you like that. He laying on you like your wife.
That's his son.
See?
Oh, it wasn't sexual.
But that's when we were just talking. We started the show talking about what did we do before the internet. Nobody cared that you was kissing your son on the lips before the internet.
They didn't know. Or they didn't know to make a comment about it.
So why do we have to
judge you?
Why do we have to put everything on the internet?
Judge everybody.
And if you do put it, people gonna say something.
Be ready for the backlash.
Yeah.
They're
gonna say something. So that's the same thing. If you doing gummies, whatever, why would you do that if online or where everybody can see you?
One of the things that Paul wrote in the Bible was as far as not letting your liberty become a stumbling block for others. If you're free from it and it's not bothering you, and if you know that the people that you are interacting with, it could be a concern with them.
Right.
You don't need to bring it there because it's not benefiting them. It's not edifying them.
The same thing.
That's you and your own personal time.
My mom and them used to have a prayer meeting. You probably remember this. Prayer band. I'm not going to say any names. Don't say names, Mom. Because she'll throw names out. And somebody was there and they was talking about, I don't know if they was talking about marriage or the bed or husband or whatever. And she was talking about something that her and her husband do in their bedroom.
The privacy of their room. Why would you do that in public?
That's all.
You have some older women go,
all my mom and them could hear was that. They didn't hear nothing else after that. That's the most disgusting thing in the world.
Why can't you just do the missionary position?
She laughing.
Don't you share what you and your husband
We don't want to hear what positions and all this. Everyone in that room is not going to understand that.
No, it's not for edifying. It's not building up unless you're trying to encourage a couple to be different and to do things creatively.
And I remember saying to my mom, what does it matter? That's her husband. Y'all said y'all want him to be married.
Yeah. It's not like they was just...
Hey, no, that's still disgusting.
That's just not clean.
That's not God. So that's what I'm saying.
Paul says,
if you don't have to talk about it, why bring it up?
Wisdom. Is it edifying? Is it building? Is it bringing them closer to Christ?
Wendy says, how is you talking about your husband and then you're doing that?
Me closer to
Christ. Not, and then they not gonna, them old birds ain't gonna listen to nothing else you're talking about for the rest of the prayer man.
Shut them down. They not listening to no more testimony.
And half of them just as disgusting, but they want to look nice and pure and everything in front of everybody.
With they white dresses all the way up to here.
Wendy says, I'm dependent on Jesus. I don't need none of that stuff.
Thank you.
Okay, so Wendy's like, I don't need no gummies, no bummies, no rummies, no nothing. And if you high on God, people think that's funny.
Get high on God.
You said Pastor Carlton Pearson talk about if I had to think about something to make it, it's like having an orgasm. No, it's not.
No, his analogy of the presence of the Holy Spirit at this one time.
It's not.
It's like an orgasm.
It's not. It's better than that.
I'm sitting there, thank you, Kim. I'm sitting there going, what if some people haven't experienced the orgasm?
So
Why would you talk about the Holy Spirit like that?
And put him in that. See? Now that's all I'm thinking about. And the rest of your message, I'm not even thinking about it.
Can you find another analogy?
Right.
Oh,
so you right. If you high on Christ, you don't need no gummies.
You don't need none of that.
Let's see. And Annie Mae said Jamal Bryant is trying to get black men to come to church. Sage is used to get rid of negative auras. Yeah. Okay. Again, the way you pull it out, you put it out there. Expect people to say something.
There's some backlash. Yeah.
Wendy says have no appearance of evil. Emerald says, good job on the train sound that you posted. Oh, thank you. If you guys have any other sounds, I did a beat sound, Wendy.
Okay.
If y'all have any other sounds, just let us know.
For the relaxing show.
For the Woods Relax. We don't have enough videos, so you got to put all the words together. So if you put them separate, we don't even show up on the thing now.
Really?
No. It's Woods Relax Sleep Sounds. It has to be all one word.
Okay.
No spaces. Once we get a certain amount of videos, like before, remember you put the Woods Report and we didn't show up.
Right.
Now if you put the Woods Report, we show up.
Oh, okay.
It takes time to build that.
Okay.
Annie Mae says TMI. Oh, wow. Yes. Too much information. Mm-hmm. Wendy says everyone is calling Merrick Garland wrong analogy. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. So that was it.
Well, that's a very good topic. It's always a good topic with people of faith as well. Because how
much do you expose? How much do you keep to yourself? How much? Sometimes people go. Remember, we talked about people giving testimony.
How much of it you tell?
Sometimes it's too much. I don't need to hear you stand up and give testimony that detail. The Lord saved me from the street. I used to be in the alley. I used to
lick
and you'd be like,
I used to, my mouth would go everywhere, and you're like,
I remember it was 10 men in there. I was a hotel,
and you'd be like,
and they just I was like,
people be cringing. Ooh. Not to share with us, maybe another group that can relate. That can say, I'm there.
A group of ex-prostitutes.
I'm there.
And it's meant in a group of ex-prostitutes.
And it's to build up.
If you are in a group meeting and it's a group of ex-prostitutes and you're giving your testimony.
Yes.
Then it makes sense to go that detail. Yes. Because they may feel low for doing the stuff they did.
Thank you.
This one girl I told me, I used to sell kids.
Ooh. You stop, you go, ooh, me not understand that.
I thank God you saved. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know. You're right. You feel a certain way.
What about all the kids?
Oh, what happened to them? I'll be stuck on her selling the kids and not the fact that she's not doing it anymore.
I used to be part of the Underground Railroad that we ship women in boxes to other countries. And I'll be like,
body parts. I'll be stuck there. So I don't
remember that one guy at church. He stood up. He said he was in a gang. He said, I didn't kill so many people. I was like,
one of the persons asked, why you not arrested?
Why are you here giving a testimony?
He should be in jail. He was bragging about it because he's free now.
I'm free. And he was happy he was free. Praise God.
He killed somebody.
Lots of people. Yes.
Paul he got free from killing.
Oh yeah, Paul used to kill.
We got to think about Paul.
So I don't know, y'all.
Paul was something else. That Damascus Road experience saved Saul. Why are you persecuting me? Yeah, I don't know. You really got to be led by God when you speak your life story.
Wendy says, Emerald says, thank you, ladies. Wendy says no for the Shaquilla Department of Justice. And Annie Mae says, so the kids, me no understand either.
Me don't understand that.
I didn't know how to take it.
God bless you, my sister.
She said I was dope addict. I used to pimp out kids. I used to sell them for money and dope.
Yeah.
And
Mama just rolled back and said, what about Paul? Remember? Paul was after Christians. Anybody that followed Christ.
She said, God delivered me. I've been running for God, running for the Lord for 10 years.
That was a mean one.
I was a crackhead. I was on drugs. I said, well, that's good. But I was thinking about it. You used to sell kids.
Because what if they said like bestiality and stuff?
All right, y'all.
We're so happy you free.
We going down a long road. And see, you gonna always remember that.
Ooh. And then you be coming to, when you get ready to go to the church or whatever, and you got to hug them and you got to.
Oh, who gonna be your wife?
Ooh.
No, be careful what you share.
Ooh, okay.
Unless the Holy Spirit tell you to share
There's
something.
a purpose.
Don't say everything.
It got to be a purpose. It got to be a building up. It got to be a imparting. It got to be speaking life to something that's dead.
But not in a public place.
God has a purpose.
Sometimes,
He's such a wise God.
And sometimes that's meant for you to share one-on-one with somebody.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
Don't, man, let me tell you something. I used to do it too, man. One-on-one.
One-on-one.
So don't beat yourself up.
Thank you.
God can deliver
and
you.
That man
but he ain't standing at a podium at church.
Yeah. Over the attention in the building. I used to be.
Yeah. So
okay.
All right, y'all. Annie says, sold the kids. Me no understand either. Annie Mae said, oh, we have mercy. Thank you, Lord. All right, y'all. We're going down a dark road.
Yeah.
If we stay on long enough, we'll go down
here
a dark
all
road.
night. Okay.
All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Mm-hmm. Always believe. Wendy says, Kim, you're not understanding. Everyone is calling you Department of Justice for Shanquilla 202-514-2000. What's that? Department of Justice.
Like, is it we call that number for
Everyone
what?
is calling you Department of Justice. Oh, is that a phone number?
For real?
Department of Justice for Shanquilla is 202-514-2000. I have to find out what that is.
212?
202-514-2000.
Is that Wendy giving us a phone number?
Is that a phone number
Department of Justice
for Shanquilla? So we have to bring that up too. We got to do a follow up on that.
Yeah,
on
what's going on there?
And then the Miss Cleo thing too, y'all.
Oh yeah.
All right, don't forget
Call me now.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the new channel, Woods Relax Sleep Sounds. Always believe, and that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.